This question I brought out speed equals distance over time and then rearranged it to distance is speed times time because the distance is constant throughout. So if I look at Supergran walking at 6 miles per hour, then the distance is going to be 6 times however long it took. So I'll call that capital T. She arrives at 1 p.m. So we don't know when she left, and that's what we're trying to find out. Then if she walks at 10 miles an hour, she walks the same distance, but then arrives at 11 a.m. So actually that is 2 hours prior, which means it'll be t minus 2. Remember, t was the time taken when walking at 6 miles an hour. So it's going to be t minus 2 here. And then we can combine these to create an equation. 6t is equal to 10 t minus 2. Expand the bracket, 10t minus 20. Rearrange this, it's going to give 4t equals 20, t equals 5. So remember, that is the time taken when she walked 6 miles an hour and arrived at 1 p.m., which means she left at 1 p.m. minus 5 hours. So 1 hour would get us to 12 midday, another 4 will get us to 8 in the morning. And furthermore, because t is 5, we can work out what d is. It's 6 times t, so it's going to be 30. But finally, at what speed should she walk if she wants to arrive at 12 noon? So for 12 noon, it's going to take 4 hours. The distance, that's going to be the time. The distance is still going to be 30, and therefore v is going to be 30 divided by 4, which gives 7.5 miles per hour. The official solutions do the same sort of thing, but they actually decide to say that the distance, well, actually, I'm going to stick with d. They use x, but let's say the distance traveled is d. Then we can work out the time taken. So the time taken when going 6 miles an hour is going to be d divided by 6. So let me call that t1. And the time taken when going 10 miles an hour is going to be d divided by 10. And whilst we don't know what those are, we can see that the difference in them is going to be 2 hours. So d over 6 minus d over 10, that's my difference, and d over 6 is going to be larger, will equal 2. And we create a fractional equation. Do you know what? I'm not as big a fan of this as my method, to be honest, because we've got to deal with this, but let's deal with it. Lowest common multiple of 6 and 10 is going to be 30. So I'll get 5d over 30 minus 3d over 30 is 2. Therefore, 2d over 30 is 2, which again gives d is equal to 30. It also then allows us to find what t1 or t2 is. Let's go with p2 this time. So it's going to be 3 hours. And then we're back to where I was at the end. So 3 hours from 11 a.m. means we would leave at 8 a.m. and then we would, we're basically here, and we could again do 30 divided by 4 to get 7.5. So a different approach. Maybe you prefer it. I just thought I'd share it. Well done.